Hello. I was reading a web novel called Lord of Mysteries, and tarot cards came up quite often in the story, so I was interested and wanted to have a look at some of the cards. I know absolutely nothing about tarot cards, and I just wanted to do a blind pass on some of the main cards and what I think they mean. Note this is going to be 100% just, interpretation blind. I don't know what these cards actually mean or how they're supposed to be interpreted. So this is just for, some entertainment. Some more educated people can probably laugh at me or let me know what I got wrong or right. I believe these are the major arcana from, I think, the Rider deck, but once again, not 100% sure. Okay, so first one up, we got the Fool. This card was actually used in conjunction with the main character of the novel I mentioned. Analyzing the card right away, it looks like we got a guy with his head up high. He's sort of looking up, not down. Everything seems dandy. He's got all his stuff on a stick in a sack, and he's got everything. He's got a flower. I was gonna say a rose, but it's a white. So he's got a flower here. Everything in a sack probably means he's like just wandering about. That's usually what everything in a sack means. And he's got a dog who is following him very happily, looking up at him. At first glance, this guy doesn't look like a fool. But if we zoom out a little bit, I think we can see why this card might be called the Fool. So evidently, if we look down, it looks like he is walking directly off a cliff, which is something a fool definitely would do. He doesn't seem to know because he's just looking up dandily. And the dog, who is following him along happily, is also walking off the cliff. So from this, I probably assume that getting the Fool card means something like, there's a hidden caveat or danger lurking in life that you're ignoring in a very, I guess foolish way or oblivious way. And since the dog is following him along and he's a very, aesthetic sort of guy, it probably means that if you get the Fool, you probably make friends easily or followers easily, and you might also lead them astray. Overall, interesting card. Okay, we got the Magician. Honestly, probably something along the lines of making the impossible possible, like magic, or it could also have to do with deceiving someone, being deceived, something like that, because magic is generally all about deception. So it could be something along those lines. As for the infinity sign, I think originally I thought this could mean that this card could have like endless possibilities. But then I realized that's pretty useless for a card used for prediction or interpretation. So, yeah. Cool. Next, we got the High Priestess. We got two columns, one black, one white, and High Priestess sitting in between them with a scroll. Looking at this, it probably has something to do with making decision and how it is or is not black and white. The scroll she's holding could indicate that following guidance or something would make the decision easier. As for this, weird pineapple fruit canvas in the background, I honestly have no idea how to interpret that. Maybe something like you should eat more fruit, something like that. Okay, we got the Empress. These seem to be getting harder and harder to interpret as we go. So we got a woman, most likely an Empress, sitting in a wheat field in a robe with roses on it, and there's also a heart down here. I guess roses generally mean love, but like prickly love since they have thorns, and the wheat might mean to grow and nourish. Maybe that's kind of a stretch. So it could mean something like you should try and nourish a relationship despite it being prickly, as something good might grow out of it. That one's pretty much of a stretch, that one. Okay, the Emperor is a pretty cool looking card. Honestly, it's probably also around making choices or decision. That's usually what emperors do. But it probably means that your decision is going to impact other people, as emperors usually have many subjects. So he's got some stuff in his hands. I'm not exactly sure what they are or how to interpret them. But yeah, if you get this card, it's probably some serious shit going down. Okay, the Hierophant. Honestly, I have no idea for this one. Maybe something along the lines of being above others or guiding others, or being like an example to others. Not 100% sure, to be honest. Okay, we got the lovers. We got Adam and Eve, the snake on the tree, and the forbidden fruits. It's probably not directly to imply actual love. It might be used for that, but could also be to apply to something in your life that is like a temptation that will be coming up, maybe something like alcohol, etc., etc. Just because it does have the snake and the forbidden fruit in the background here. Okay, the Chariot. You're going places and probably going fast. Okay, strength. Interesting card. There does not really appear to be any like physical strength being implied in this card, which is what I would have thought, strength would see in the card. There is a woman petting a dog or a lion dog. Not 100% sure. I don't know if this woman is supposed to like represent like Mother Nature or something. I have no idea, but probably something about real strength or the strength you need not being like a physical type of strength, but leaving it open to interpretation and what kind of strength you need in your life. So that's an interesting card. Cool. We got the Hermit. This probably means you need to get out more. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. Probably something about fate being dealt. There's a bunch of different factors in here. There's like a devil character, and like gold ones was probably mean like good or something. So he might be dealt a certain hand. I guess that could be meaning like fate or fortune. Could also mean what goes around comes around. Could mean that too, or could mean both, or something completely else. I have no idea. Justice. If you did something bad, probably time to come clean. Most likely, like punishment is coming. 'Cause usually, justice means the punishment specifically, or punishment that's equal to what you did. Okay, we got the Hanged Man. This is a hard one to interpret. There's a lot of things going on. We got the cross. We got the Hanged Man. He's hanging upside down. He's got a sun around his head. He's got one leg crossed, which almost to me implies that he's having like a chill time, but not sure. I mean, it could mean that since you're being hanged, or like he's a hanged man, it could mean that something is not going to go right in your life, or you might come upon like troubling times. But he's also got the sun around his head, so it could mean like if you stick through it, that you're going to be enlightened or something during your troubles. That's definitely a stretch. Okay, we got death. Instinctively, this is not a good card. Nobody wants to die. I see. We got death as a horseman. We got many dead bodies. We got like a king, a priest, and like some peasants. Women and children too. Death, seemingly coming for all of them. Could predict like illness or bodily harm or something like that, but could also mean like the death of a relationship or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways things can die out. Okay, Temperance. We got an angel here who's doing like almost looks like a very mundane task, like literally putting water between two chalices, and they like literally look so annoyed. So probably something about you gotta do what you gotta do and you gotta be chill about it. It's really hard to interpret this one. Something about temperance. Not 100% sure. Okay, the devil. This is an interesting one because before, I can't remember which one it was now. Before with the lovers, I thought that one was about like temptation and that sort of a deal. But generally the devil is usually applied to temptation. But the interesting thing is in this picture, there's not really anything I see that speaks towards temptation like the other one did. So this card might be a different aspect about the devil, something else, something about like maybe what's coming to you is coming to you, or something about doing evil deeds. Not 100% sure, but I feel like this one's not entirely about temptation, but it does have like some naked, people in here, and there's some fruit and stuff. So not 100% sure. Okay, the Tower. Probably something, maybe something along the lines of you need to overcome something that seems monolithic in your life to achieve a goal, or like in this case, it's like the crown, I guess. So Appears monolithic. You got to overcome it to achieve your goal or where you want to get to. Okay, the star. This guy's doing good work. He's filling up a pond, filling up some rivers. That's growing some stuff. So probably going to be doing a good job in whatever it is you will be doing. Okay, we got the moon. Interesting card. First of all, the moon looks like a sun. So don't know how to interpret that. We got a orange dog, a yellow dog / wolf, and we got a crab, all looking at the moon. So, maybe it implies like commonality despite outward difference. Like all these things are different, but they're all interested in the moon. So maybe implying something like that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try for this one. I don't even know where to start. Okay, Judgement. Different from Justice. I think Justice meant punishment is being dished out, but maybe Judgment means something like you're going to be condemned or analyzed, and maybe you still have time to change that or influence that. The World. This one, honestly, no idea. No idea either for this one. Okay, I think those are all the major arcana. Overall, it was interesting going through these cards. I expect these cards are open to interpretation for the most part, but I doubt I interpreted many, if any of them, close to anything sensible, but they are interesting. So maybe I will do another video comparing my guesses with actual interpretations if people like it, but other than that, there you go. Interpretation of tarot cards when I have absolutely no idea.